we are going to go to the audience picks, and then we're going to have a crazy twist at the end where it's the host versus the audience. Who's going to settle that? Well, you'll get to that in a second as well. But first, to reiterate the nominees, the audience nominated for Turk of the Year, John Fetterman, Starbucks workers, Zelensky, and Anna Kasparian. Okay. And
you should note real quick why they nominated me, because like it's for a specific reason.
Her fadeaway jump shot.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Finally, I get the recognition I deserve.
Butter, like butter.
I don't even know what that is. Is that basketball?
Yes, it's basketball.
Okay, Anna, I would love to do that, except I don't know why they picked you.
No, you do.
You do. Come on.
For her, for the speech.
The Bible thing. I don't care what the Bible says.
All right. I thought they just generally thought like, oh, Anna kind of kicks ass.
That too, that as well. Wouldn't have made the speech possible without the baseline kick attitude.
Yeah, I hear you. So Anna's speech about your Bible shouldn't rule us all, and we want to live in a free country. As I mentioned earlier, as last we checked, had a 58 million views, probably a lot more than that by now on TikTok and other platforms, but mainly on TikTok. And that's partly what got her on the list.
Yeah, and they factored in how good my hair looked in the video.
Oh my God, look at the body, the
butter. That looks butter.
Jesus, that's her secret.
That's
coconut
awesome.
butter and ambrosia.
Actually, coconut butter as a facial moisturizer in the wintertime, especially during the dry months, that's a winner.
So good.
Just a little beauty tip for you all.
Anna, I cannot tell you how many emails we got about coconut butter and how big a factor that was in this decision making. Okay, anyways, now the audience nominated for Jerks, Elon Musk, Marjorie Taylor Greene, SCOTUS, and Putin. Okay, so but who do they pick? So for Turk of the Year, between the four candidates, they picked Zelensky. Oh my God. Oh. Almost had a heart attack there. Thought for a second Anna might win, but Anna, look, it's an honor to be nominated, and you lost to a historic figure, and so I think you should take that with pride.
Let me just say, nominating me was crazy. So like, I was really hoping I wouldn't win because that would be even crazier. Like, this is good. It's good.
I would be devastated.
Well,
I was just doing my job.
You did deliver a better speech. Your speech this past year was better than his. Unfortunately, he had to defend his country against an invasion.
Yeah.
And last I checked, Southern
little more
California
heroic.
hasn't been defeated yet. So
Yeah.
The man won Ukrainian Dancing with the Stars. Does he not have enough?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look, he gave among many heroic speeches, but you remember the one when Russia was first invading and they were in the streets and they're like, and he said, and he named the cabinet ministers that were with him, and he said, "Come for us," right? And you know what he said right after that? We're all out here and we're not at all parched because of cocoa butter. So that's the thing that unites you guys together. But anyway, Zelensky, Turk of the Year.
Yay.
There he is.
There he is.
Okay.
confetti cannon.
Confetti. In the middle of a war,
How about that guy
confetti
behind
broke
him?
out.
That's Turk of the
By the way,
Year.
that
Jesus.
confetti, slightly more effective than the Russian army. Okay. I now, yeah, all right. I'm going to try not to get poisoned. All right. So Zelensky, who we didn't even have on our list, that's our fault. Audience, you are all wise. You are correct. He's the Jerk of the Year. Now, among their Turk of the Year nominee, Turk of the Year. Among their Jerk of the Year nominees, Musk, Marjorie Taylor Greene, SCOTUS, and Putin. Who'd they pick? Well, this is even further controversy because the TYT.com audience and the YouTube audience split.
What?
So the YouTube audience picked Putin, and the Young Turks stars TYT.com / well, it's not /join, it's just TYT.com audience picked SCOTUS. Now there are more voters in the YouTube audience. We're being honest about that, okay? And we didn't need an accounting firm to determine that. We just looked at the numbers. Okay, but I think, look, if you're a core member that's been with us and you're at TYT.com and you've been there the whole time, I think you deserve a little extra weight. So I made the executive decision to go with the TYT.com's audience pick when it was a tie. So we're going with SCOTUS, Jerk of the Year, in a stunning upset.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Wow.
Yeah, especially because we didn't mention it.
No,
Yeah,
I mean
yeah,
like out of those
either.
two, out of
Hey,
those two.
Where are blue skies? Where's that confetti coming from?
So there's this odd situation where we have confetti for the Supreme Court that
Love it.
overturned Roe,
Love it.
but for winning Jerk of the Year. By the way, this speaks to the wisdom of the crowd and why we should have democracy in the first place. They picked two sets of folks, Supreme Court and Zelensky, that none of us had on our list, and that we now all agree in hindsight, those are pretty good picks and probably correct. So way to go, TYT audience.
I'm gonna go ahead and make a right-wing point in response to that. We really shouldn't be supportive of the tyranny of the majority, okay?
Good point. In fact, I'll
And you know what? This is not a democracy, it's a republic.
Exactly. Dweebs.
If we can keep it.
Platform's rights.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a monarch, a CEO dictator is the way to go here. In this case, I'm the CEO, that sounds pretty good. But nonetheless, we went with the audience anyway. Unprecedented times, especially in late stage capitalism. The CEO has lost, the audience has won. Okay.
But the audience did deliver some Schadenfreude to Kanye, who was your pick for Jerk of the Year, because by picking Zelensky, Jewish, at least half Jewish, Kanye's going crazy right now, assuming that he's still around.
No, in a surprising twist, in a show full of twists, he's thinking, see, I knew they ruled the world.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst part of anti-Semitism. They're like, whenever you actually do demonstrate that there are consequences for being horrible, they're like, well, you're pulling those puppet strings again.
Yeah, and by the way, when you win, you lose in this weird, awful stereotype. They're like, oh, the Jews are so good. I did something good. Aha! What? Look, he beat the entire Russian Empire. And you're telling me Jews aren't powerful? So, anyways, okay, in the real world, Zelensky's a hero, he's wonderful, and yes, I like that rubs a little bit of salt in Kanye's wounds.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.